The federal government is rolling out its new Air Passenger Bill of Rights today, legislation designed to compensate travelers who experience service issues with airlines. Joining us now with more is the founder and coordinator of Air Passenger Rights, Gabor Lukacs. Gabor, thank you so much for being here today. This is a new framework for people who travel through the air, and so it's great to have you sort of be here for a primer today. Let's talk about the first phase of the new regulation that addresses these situations. Delays on the tarmac, what happens when a passenger is denied boarding, lost and damaged luggage, and the transportation of musical instruments. So let's talk about being stuck on the tarmac. These regulations can keep passengers waiting on the tarmac for up to 3 hours and 45 minutes. But the Senate recommended that no passenger should be kept on the tarmac for more than 90 minutes. And 90 minutes used to be the threshold. So how is this even an improvement?
Good morning, Ben. Unfortunately, those new rules are a setback for Canadian passengers. They are not an improvement at all, and the government is duping the public.
Well, if a delay is caused by bad weather, emergency maintenance, airport operational problems, or medical emergencies, the airline does not have to pay compensation. So if that's the case, what kind of scenarios would actually see a passenger get compensated?
This is exactly the problem with the new rules. We are concerned that in the vast majority of the cases, passengers will see no compensation whatsoever. There are some bombastic dollar figures in the paper, which look good on the paper, but actually you will not be eligible for those amounts.
Well, yeah, based on what you're saying, I know that a lot of the airlines are trying to push back on this. They're taking issue with a lot of the new hoops that they have to jump through. So if in fact this is sort of a tempest in a teapot, why would these airlines be complaining in the first place?
The airlines have been colluding with the government for a long time about what would go into these regulations, way before the public had any kind of say on what should be there. The airline's concern is not what is in the regulations, but what could go there in the future. The same framework could have been used to create something that actually helps passengers, and there was a missed opportunity here. The airline's main concern is, A, to ensure that the perception that they are being forced to implement those airline-friendly rules is preserved, and B, in the future, it will be more difficult to implement real passenger rights.
Gabor, let's drill down a little bit on that. You said they had the opportunity to create a real framework that could do some good for passengers. Give me a sense of what that could have meant.
First of all, the government should have accepted Senate's recommendation to limit tarmac delays to 90 minutes. Keeping people on the tarmac for 3 hours and 45 minutes is inhumane. Second, Canada should have adopted the European Union's gold standard for passenger protection, which provides a balance between the rights of passengers and airlines, and it has proven to work for the past 13 years.
Lastly, the rules and compensation for canceled flights and delays are part of phase 2 of the rollout in December. How much will those regulations help passengers in situations like the Swoop airline debacle, where cancellations left 30 flights of people stranded and out of pocket?
Those new rules are going to make things slightly worse for people in Swoop's situation, because Swoop would be able to argue under the new rules that what happened was due to maintenance issues, and therefore it owes nothing to passengers.
Gabor, thank you very much for joining us. A lot to get used to this morning. We appreciate your insights.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.